Palwashariza 4400, I think I'm saying that right, apologies if not, has asked me, could you make a video on the traffic lights at St Andrew Street? Well, yes, I can. Ask and you shall receive. So where are we in the world? We're zooming in here. You can see that we're just outside Edinburgh, zooming in to Fife, zooming into Dunfermline, and here is the Crossroads that we've been asked to do this video for. Now, there's a car about to drive through this crossroads here. The idea is if you're turning left or straight on, it's not a problem, you get the priority to go, like this car here. However, they're turning right. It's a little trickier because you're working with cars that are opposite you. So what you're going to see in this clip today is all right turns at traffic lights when they are controlling the junction. So we're coming up here to the first one. I've done about 3 or 4 for each approach to let you know, because it's different every time you get there. For example, let's point a few things out. We can see a primary set of traffic lights there. Once we drive past the line and create our angle inside the junction, we can't see the one behind us. However, we can look ahead and we can see our secondary set of lights, which in this case is an L shape with a right arrow filter. Now, the filter doesn't always come on, but sometimes it does. So what's the car in front of us doing? They're turning right. So they're wanting to do the same thing that we are. They are waiting on a gap. They're positioned quite well into the junction. I don't fancy following them, so I'm going to wait on this next car. They are turning to their right. They are going straight ahead, and I'm going to get around the back of that car. So that is my decision to go. If I have a look at the lights, the filter's not on yet, but that's fine. I don't need that to be on. I just need to find a gap in the cars. And I can see that nobody's coming from that direction, and that lets me get out of the junction, and that one's completed. So that's us round. Let's have a look. Here we come up to the same set of lights. This is number 2. There's 2 cars in front of this white line. So I'm going to hold back at this line. I don't want to cross that yet because there's a chance these lights may well change and I don't want to be stuck just over that line. So I'll wait until I know there's the first car clear of the junction. At this point, the car in front's moving far enough forward for me to follow them in enough. So I'm convinced it's safe for me to get in there. They decide to make their move, and if you have a bit look, you're going to see the filter light actually came on. That's what stopped those 2 cars. So that's an example of using a filter to get ourselves out of the junction. Now, we're coming up for our 3rd attempt here. We can see this time we've got a car inside there with the caravan. The silver car's waiting behind the line, so we'll skip ahead in time a little bit here. Caravan gets round. The car takes a position where they're waiting, and I think I'm going to wait here, and as I decide to wait, I made the right call because the lights changed to red. So I'm glad I didn't enter the junction, or else I would have been getting chased by these other cars. So I wait until the next light cycle. Here it is, so we move into green. Now the position that I want to take here is round to the right hand side as much as I can, on the path that I would take if it was empty, but I can't get in the way of the oncoming cars. So I wait, and it's either going to be a gap in the cars, which I take there, or it would have been the filter light coming on, which I would have taken if that was the case as well. Now then, let's have a bit look here. This is coming from the opposite side. We've got our primary light there. We're going to go past and round as far round as we can without getting in the way of the oncoming cars, and then we take our waiting position. No secondary light across from us to guide us at all, so we are literally just sitting waiting on a gap. There's a gap coming there, so I'm going to take that one and get round. Hi Jamie. And now we'll cut to the second time we're doing this, so same approach, moving over into the right hand lane. And again, taking up that position just into the right. You don't want to be going too forward with this because that's not the right path to take. It's not the path that you would take if it was empty. Again, just sit and wait and be at peace. We're waiting, you're in the right place there. And an opportunity will come at some point. You want to be spotting that opportunity nice and early and taking it when you can. Now having a look at number 3, a little bit busier in front of us here, but we can still get up this side to make a right turn. This is where I like to look opposite and see what you're dealing with. Try and work out how many lanes of traffic are there. They're all going to get going at the same time as you. That red car opposite us, they tend to be doing their right turn, so we're wanting to move in past them, and the next two are straight ahead oncoming lanes. That red car sometimes makes it a little bit harder to see what's coming, so it's ideal for them if we're round, and it's ideal for us if they move round. Again, take the gap. If you're quick enough, you'll be able to get out, as long as you're not slowing anyone down. This time coming at the junction from a different angle, same junction, we're just coming out from one of the side roads here. Look out for this car doing what they're not meant to do. There's signs everywhere saying don't do that. Well done to them. Right, so we come in. There's nothing opposite us, so we just get round on the path that you take. This second approach, this time we're not the first car in the line, the learner car is in front of us. Same idea. Time we get in the middle, nice and empty, no problems with this one. Number 3, we're the first one. We can start to see cars opposite us this time. It's not always easy to know what the cars opposite you're doing. In fact, it's not easy at all. But the more you do these junctions, the more you'll start to understand the pathways that they can take, therefore the path that you can take. I can see now it's clear opposite, so that's why I was able to get around there. I think there's a fourth one actually here, so coming up again. This time we've got the bus leading the way. Bigger the vehicle in front of you, it's a good idea to sit back a little bit. Give yourself a little bit more vision round about the bus. But looking to the right of the bus, I can see that there's nothing coming down that lane. So as I move in, I move round, and again it's clear, so onto the power and out of that junction. Now thinking about coming to it from the other angle. So here, opposite what you've just seen, again we're in this right hand lane, looking to make a right turn. We're not the lead car, silver Ford Focus here is. Look at the car that's doing the turn inside the junction, we've got to give way to them. So we make our way forwards. Now we've got our gap to get round. Here's number 2. This time the lights are just about to change. So it gives us a chance to look ahead and see what's happening. Find out what the cars opposite us are likely to do. We've got cars in both lanes. You can see that blue car over opposite us there. Chances are they're either going to make a left turn or they're going to come up this way. They make their left turn, the car behind them is the same. And then we've got a straight on from that car. Looking around the corner, nothing else coming. That's time to get out and round. And then as we approach this again from a third time, trying to look ahead into the junction. This time it's blocked on the left, so we're going to take this right hand lane to come past it. And a little bit of bonus footage now, so we're going to take a right turn at these lights. Same idea, you come in, you get as far round the path as you can without getting in the way of the oncoming cars. The car in front of us that's opposite us, they've done the same sort of thing. You find a gap, you take it. We'll do a little loop-the-loop here, and here we go, some more bonus footage turning right. Same again, we enter, working with the cars opposite you, dodging and diving a little bit. Eventually you'll get to a stage where you can see that it'll be clear for you to get round. And in a few seconds we'll see the same junction coming from this end this time. Do have a filter system here, so we come around to the right as far as we can, and we're going to sit and wait on a gap or a filter, gap or a filter, gap or a filter. That looks like a gap ahead, so we take it. Alright, so a couple of different junctions now, just towards the end of the clip. You'll maybe recognise this area from up in Netherton Broad Street. These traffic lights that we're going to turn right at here are all filtered. So you've got a red light, you've got an amber light, and then it's filter arrows. It's a little bit unusual this, but they're quite good because you don't have to sit and wait in the middle. This is what I like to call all or nothing. It's red, you sit and waiting. If the filter arrow is on, doesn't matter which direction you're heading, you take a chance and you get round. So red, amber, all the green arrows come on. So when you move forward, that's why the opposite cars are not coming towards us here, because it's filter arrow for us, it's a red light for them. Safe passes round. Filter arrows are actually really good, so I wish we had more of them. It's some more bonus footage here. This is top of the coal road. It's another crossroads controlled by lights. When I got to here and the lights changed to green, it was nothing opposite. So I thought, well, that's not very good footage. So I thought I'll do a wee drive around, come back, see if we can get it a little bit busier. So here we go, attempt number 2, a little bit busier this time. Same rules apply. Understand who is opposite, what their options are, which pathway they can and might take. That tells us exactly where we can enter, so you'll see as we enter we're curving it to the right as far as we can. Now I probably could have got round the back of this car, but I thought just for the sake of the footage I'll wait and it getting a little bit busier here. There was no one behind me at this time, so just let another couple of cars come, and you will find here there's a car that wants to make a right turn, and it is one of them, that one. Now I was able to see to the right of this car that nothing was coming towards me, so I took that as my chance to get out and round. And we have one more little bit of footage here. This is another right turn at the end of William Street. Same idea, traffic light controlled. Turning right, we enter, we try not to step on anyone's toes, we try not to get in anyone's way, and eventually if you creep forward sort of slow enough, everyone will get out your way and then you'll get round. So that's it guys, I hope it's been helpful. Check out our quick fit crossing video, all the right turns, I'll link to the description, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.